You can build a six-figure business on LinkedIn in less than 90 days by utilizing proven systems that will work in 2025. I've been building my personal brand and business on LinkedIn for nearly 2 years now, and I can confirm it is by far the best platform this year. I'm filming this video to give you my complete LinkedIn growth strategy in 2025 to help you go from literally nothing to constructing a massive personal brand and profitable business that stands out from the millions of other people that are doing the exact same thing. If you're not landing enough clients each month, seeing zero growth in your organic content, or just utterly stuck on what to do next, this video is going to be for you. It's also packed with actionable knowledge, so you'll need to take action on the points I mentioned if you want to see any growth on LinkedIn and on your business in general. Now, to get this video kicked off, I'll begin by going over the front end of your personal brand on LinkedIn. Before you spend hours creating content, building digital offers, or networking on the platform, you'll want to get your profile picture and banner on point. People's eyes will go straight to your profile picture when they first see your account, so you really don't want to mess this part up. Now, for your profile photo, make sure your camera is at eye level and you position your face slightly to the side. Psychologically, people are likelier to find you interesting, authoritative, and knowledgeable in whichever niche that you're in. I'd recommend sending your profile picture to a few friends or a few family members and get their honest feedback. Do not use selfies, don't use low quality images, and whatever you do, do not use full body photos. People need to get used to seeing your face, and that is it. Now, for your profile banner, this is the second thing people will see after clicking on your profile photo. For the dimensions of this, it should be 1584 pixels by 396 pixels. And for the content on your banner, I'd simply add what you do and who you do it for. Then you can add some sort of social proof, and then also add 1 to 2 call to actions of what you want your audience to do next. And lastly, add a simple color scheme that goes with your brand. Keep the left side of your banner empty, as that's going to be covered by your profile photo on both mobile devices and desktops. If you don't know how to create a profile banner, I'm actually going to add my templates in the description of this video so you can get started absolutely for free with zero stress at all. Now that your face is on your profile, let's get everything moving on the platform. The first thing I do is begin building your outreach strategy. Instead of trying to build an audience from zero, you can use my outreach methods to get thousands of eyes on your profile without having to post any content at all. It's just like running a trailer before the actual movie. It puts you in front of your audience before making any massive decisions. To start, you'll want to build a list of business owners, founders, and content creators who are in your niche, who inspire you, post similar content, or sell similar products. This list should be around 20 to 25 users, and you can add the links to a Google document. You'll use the Google Sheet like an engagement pod, and you can engage with the posts from these users every single day. The reason commenting on other people's posts is so beneficial on LinkedIn is that when you write comments on LinkedIn, your profile is automatically bumped to the top of people's feeds. You'll also get more eyes on your profile since your comments will be all over the platform. And to make this step even easier for you, you can create an account on Supergrow and start using the engagement tab features. I've been using Supergrow for the past around 7 to 8 months on LinkedIn, and it's easily saving me 2 to 3 hours every single day just on the commenting front. I'm going to add a link to the platform in the description of this video so you can get started for free. Now, when you comment on LinkedIn posts, this is the format that I'd recommend using. First, agree or disagree with the post. Then mention the person who posted the content and say something like, I'll add that, or I'll also recommend, to build onto the post topic. Then lastly, I would add an extra insight to showcase your expertise and build authority over time as you create more and more comments. The more you engage on LinkedIn, the more eyes you'll get on your profile and the more customers you'll get over time. Moving on to the next growth strategy I'm using in 2025 is going to be utilizing a headline that sells instead of repelling your audience when they get to your profile. Your profile headline is essentially your hook. It's what makes people decide whether to connect with you, to follow your content, check out your offers, or maybe just to simply ignore you. The top thing you should note about your profile headline is to avoid listing your credentials. Just solve a problem instead. Now, a poor headline that shows credentials could look something like certified social media manager with 5+ years of experience and 100+ 5-star reviews. That's boring. It adds literally zero value to your profile. So instead, do something like helping founders get consistent leads on LinkedIn using proven inbound, outbound, and AI strategies. If you want to expand your headline even more, you can add something like join my free VIP waitlist here. This is a perfect example of what I use for my new accelerator program, which is my all new 24/7 updated private community and video program. I'm going to have a link in the description of this video so you can join hundreds of like-minded individuals building their brand and business on LinkedIn in 2025. Now let's go back to the outbound strategy. I've been testing, rebuilding, and maximizing the efficiency of this strategy for quite over a year, and it's still one of my favorites for 2025. It all starts with sending out 100 connection requests every single week. This comes down to around 15 to 20 per day, so you can kind of spread out the amount of work you put into LinkedIn daily. And many people also on LinkedIn will tell you otherwise, but I'd recommend sending just blank connection requests. They work a lot better than overthinking some crazy personalized messages, especially if you aren't paying for the LinkedIn premium account. People will actually decide if they should add you based on your profile picture and your headline, not just a silly message that you write to them. And to find who to connect with, I would make a list of around 2 to 3 creators who target a similar audience to yours. Once per day, go to one of their most recent posts and connect with 10 to 15 third or second degree connections in their comment section. This is going to work because these users are active, they hang around the same type of content you create, and most likely have a very similar problem that you just happen to be creating solutions for. I typically see around a 50 to 60% approval rate, sometimes even more than that. So once the user accepts your connection request, you can begin building a solid relationship with that person. And another thing to note is that LinkedIn will boost your content to that person right after you send a new connection. So you're going to want to make sure you're creating consistent premium organic content that's valuable to the people you're actually connecting with. Whether your new connections become a customer, high ticket client, new follower, or maybe just a random person who's on your connection list, you're working your way up to building a massive audience on the platform. And that's going to bring me to my next proven system for 2025 is creating high engagement content that actually attracts your ideal clients instead of having to chase them 24/7. People connect more with highly relatable problem-solving stories instead of just expertise. For example, most of the content that I create on LinkedIn looks something like, here's how I solved XYZ. This instantly builds trust and relatability, and all the content you create on LinkedIn should feel personal, which means use phrases like how I, or here's how I, or this is how I, to show the reader that the post is about your systems, your ideas, and your opinions. If the content you're posting is just fluff you could find anywhere on the internet, then there really isn't any reason for someone to waste their time reading your post. Consistency will be your best friend when it comes to content, so it's crucial that you're also keeping up with a very specific posting schedule. Now, consistency doesn't really mean just posting once or twice per day. It really just means stay consistent. This could be 3 posts per week, 1 post per day, or maybe just 1 post per week. You got to find what works best for you and focus on keeping that routine going for a very long extended period of time. For myself, I didn't even start seeing results from my organic content until 4 to 6 months into my grind, so don't get too comfortable right off the start. My next proven strategy that will help you skyrocket your LinkedIn growth in 2025 is utilizing your featured section with free offers, also known as lead magnets. The majority of the people who actually visit your profile will check out what you have to offer, but they won't actually engage with anything. Your content will go untouched, your products will go unnoticed, wasting a potential moment where you could turn a prospect into a paying customer. The best way to fix this is to use a pinned post or featured section CTA or call to action to guide your audience toward a newsletter, an offer, or a DM conversation. Now, to visualize this even better, my featured section contains 2 items before the launch of the Accelerator program: 1, high ticket coaching offer, and 2, a waitlist link for my new program. The CTAs are straightforward and let my audience know exactly what to expect when clicking the link. The featured titles should be roughly 1004 pixels by 524 pixels and need to have a very simple design so your audience doesn't get confused. The more stuff you have on your profile, the harder it is to maneuver around and find what you want your audience to see. From your featured section, this takes me to one of my all-time favorite strategies in 2025 to see massive growth in your personal brand and business, and that's simply by sending direct messages to your audience that don't sound salesy. The second someone connects with you, stop trying to pitch them right away. Stop trying to send them your products or whatever you have to offer. Instead, send a casual, problem-focused message like such. Hi, and then their name. I saw you're in blank industry, and it looks like you're doing some awesome stuff here on LinkedIn. What's been your biggest challenge with, and then topic lately? Another message you could try is something like the following. Hi, and then name. I saw your comments on, and then person's post, so I figured I'd check out your profile. Looks like you're doing some epic stuff here on LinkedIn. If you ever want my perspective on anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Just always focus on being genuine. Start a simple conversation and just see where it goes. Not every connection and not every DM you make on LinkedIn needs to be another one of your customers. Don't forget that people are people. They're not just money that goes into your pocket. With your LinkedIn profile being fully optimized, your organic content going out consistently every week, and an outreach system that gets thousands of new eyes on your profile, you are guaranteed to see growth in 2025. I am always testing out new ideas, changing my systems, and providing as much value as I can on my social media pages. And in order to stay in the loop of what's changing, have access to hundreds of like-minded individuals like yourself building on LinkedIn, and a 24/7 live updated course, I want you to check out the Accelerator program. This is my all new program that has everything you'll need to succeed in 2025 and beyond on LinkedIn. I'm gonna have a link to that in the description of this video. And until next time, I'll see you again really, really soon. Cheers, guys.